And thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the host as well, as a matter of fact. I do appreciate it. Let's go. What was the time on any percent all trilogy? The time was a 356.12. I think it was a 356.12 with loads. So I didn't beat my previous time by much, but I did by enough. Yo, what's going on? See you later. How you doing? That was intense. Chris just flew in from the new Crash 3 speedrun, and oh boy, are his arms tired. Will he be able to last through this single game speedrun? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. What's happening, Suplexmon? How you doing? An IL runner looking for speed strats and looking here to soak up some knowledge. Awesome. Welcome. Are there any levels in particular that you're looking for advice on, or just in general? Not necessarily, see you later. Not necessarily. If I've been keeping up with Dragon Ball Super, I'm not. My girlfriend is actually the one to talk to about that. She loves Dragon Ball Super. What's happening, Seafared? How are you doing? Good afternoon to you as well. How's it going? I just remember on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z being a thing, so here we are. Just in general, been addicted to IL running for years. Fair enough. Just curious, what other games are you, have you done IL runs of? For some reason, I want to ask about Super Monkey Ball, because I really enjoy that game too. Oh yeah, Tiger's way faster than the original trilogy. One Crash 2 promo video. Oh, really? I don't remember which one that was. Totally missed that. There's a game called Golf with Your Friends, but you don't like single player. Aww. Dang, Let's Play. That got real. That got so real. Function off the same kind of dilation as the 5 minutes in DBZ. Oh no, not like this. Yes, Mach Tornado Spin is actually a really cool piece of tech that when you're doing ILs, you can do in any level, any regular platforming level. For any percent speedruns, you're not going to be able to do it that much. You're only going to be able to do it in Warps 4 and 5, but it really does make a big difference. Also, something I just noticed, if I skim past these ramps but don't go off of them, there was a little bit of a boost that I just got, which was very interesting. Oh, that was really bad timing. That was really bad timing. What's up, Sir Simple? What is on the sandwich? It's peanut butter and raspberry preserves. So basically a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a little bit of a twist. The marsupial wonder from down under. I mean, he kind of is, though, in all honesty. Not resetting. Currently, my best Crash 3 runs have this death in it. So it's actually okay at this point. I can see the times of friends, right? In time trials, yes, you can. Yeah, I figured you guys were continuing on that tangent there. Other different categories for the originals in the PS4? Yes, they have totally different leaderboards, and they are considered two different games. Did I name my cats Tiny and Purra? No, but I do have an orange cat in the house, so we could theoretically rename it Tiny, but the names are going to stay at this point. Crash is a dingo? Hmm. Think emoji. No, Crash is a Bandicoot. Crash is a Bandicoot at this point. No big deal. Crash just saved the world. No problem. Happens all the time. He's just like not even flummoxed by it. And you can definitely tell in the game that he just doesn't care. Like, he just really doesn't care. How's the sandwich? Awesome. The sandwich is great. I actually really do like the sandwich. You get hungry after that any percent full trilogy run. Like you just get hungry. That's a very long run. Yeah, definitely Omega Mario. Go for it. Yin has a job interview tomorrow. That is awesome, actually. Definitely wish her all the best. What's happening, Dated Rhyme? How you doing? Viper, Viper, give us a wave, give us a wave. You're gonna have to elaborate on that one. Sounds like a reference that is going way over my head. I don't think it's hate Suplexmon. I think there is some legitimate criticism of some of some of the like the way the physics work in the game, and just some little things that could have been polished better. Like basically some things that could have been polished better, but I think sometimes it can go overboard. Like I think like saying saying that the games are shit, I think is hating on it, but like talking specifically about like the physics or things that could have been done better, just legitimate criticism. Overall, I'm still gonna play it, and every game has its problems. So I personally don't mind the fact that there are some problems. Today is Stefan Carl Stephenson's Robbie Rotten's birthday. No, I did not know that. That's actually pretty awesome. How are you doing? And what's up, Calm Black Man? You thought I had the world record yesterday? I did, and I still have it today, and I actually just beat my own world record today. As a matter of fact, how's it going? Just seeing the trilogy in this stream? What do you mean, see you later? When people say the game shit, but they mean the game is the shit? Well, that's fine. Hey, I got no problems with that. But yeah, I would say that the game is generally speaking really good. I would say it's been an awesome experience so far. And yeah, like every game's got its quirks. No game is perfect, and I think overall they did an awesome job with the remake. Did I PB on the trilogy run? I did. It was a nail biter. I was getting really worried that towards the end of the run, I was not going to make it. But we made it. We made it. We beat our own record, and now we're on to single game runs. As a matter of fact, it is very pretty, Suplexmon, and it's hard to have a bad opinion in spite of those looks. Just in general, it's almost like sometimes it's almost like dating. You see someone that's like really good looking, and suddenly you find that you can look past some things that you wouldn't look past in other people. I'm not saying you should, because that's kind of shallow, but it does happen. That's true. That's true. 3 Extreme is not a good game, but it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I love playing it. What is the record on Crash 3? I think it's a 5140 without loads, which means that it's like a 105. It's like a 105 or a 106 with loads. It's a 105 or a 106 with loads. I don't know what my best is. That's one of the reasons why I want to make splits of this, because I've only done full trilogy runs and I don't have a record of the runs that I've done in the past. Having having a record of this run, even if it's not technically as fast as I've gone before, is still good because then I have at least some kind of record of what my time was. That's something that I don't have just by running the full trilogy. The only one you can really pay attention to more easily would be Crash 1 because it's very easy to tell what the time was. Do you have a reason for this warp run route? You minimize character changes, so you do the vehicle levels first, switch to Coco, and then you play as Coco through the entire warp until you get to this level where you're forced to switch back to Crash, and then you switch back to Crash for this level and into Tiny, and go from there. But overall, it's a very similar route to what I do in Crash 3 anyway, for like Crash 3 any percent no item glitch. Whoops. You're missing a third mask on level 1 though. You could probably do Under Pressure first in that case. Like you could do Under Pressure first and then switch into Coco later for the other vehicle levels. Maybe. A whiteboard or a chalkboard talking like John Madden. I should. That might be a great idea. As a matter of fact. Forget a green screen, just put a whiteboard. Just make the entire wall a whiteboard, and then when I have to explain something, I just stop and then turn around and just go, well, you see, you know, in order to do this Thorpe room, we gotta do this one first, and we're gonna need to go over here because then we have the problem with this mask. And you just like basically just pop off and start doing a little John Madden session. That I probably won't do it. But that would be really funny. Like that's a really fun idea. Owners of the Lost Dog your sister found a few days ago. That's awesome, Captain Squid. Dude, that is awesome. Hopefully, hopefully the dog gets returned to its rightful owner very, very soon. That's definitely awesome news. The dog's going home. Chris Cheese. I mean, just look. Just look. These Gladiator fans love them some cheese. Was cheese even a thing back in the Gladiator days? I don't know when cheese was like technically invented. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Netrex. I am definitely very sorry to hear about that one. That still works. You can't stand there though, Let's Play. You can't just stand there. You actually have to be running up against the wall. Like, I don't even think cheese was around back then, in all honesty. Well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do Midnight Run because we already have 2 masks. Let's get some harder levels out of the way. The crowd knows and they just play along with it. It's all staged. Side Beast is sniffing them out. He knows the real deal behind the tiny boss fight. It's all rigged. Aw, oh, man, that's okay. Yeah, that's really that's always really sad to hear, Netrex. Like that is just so sad. You know, I'm very sorry to hear about that. Hopefully we can help cheer you up a little bit here. Cheese was believed to have been discovered 8,000 to 5,000 BC. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe it was a thing. I wasn't actually sure like when cheese came out, but I just thought about it and I'm like, was cheese even out at the time? Like, but that makes sense then. I wouldn't see them doing something like unperiod necessarily in this game, but you know, it could be one of those like intentional like misconceptions or something, and hoping that nobody will notice. But now we know. But now we know. The eel deal. There you go, Ramatron. It's not Easter though, Side Beast. It's a long time before Easter. We can't have our Easter eggs yet. G.I. Joe! Dude. When was the last time you watched a G.I. Joe PSA? What type of sandwich am I eating? I've been eating a peanut butter and raspberry preserve sandwich. So it's kind of like a special like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I haven't reapplied since my last application because I wanted to wait until a month after their latest response. It took them a little while to get back to me around E3, so I decided, but I was getting close to time to apply again. Probably within like the next week or so. It's time for another partner app, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. No, I know what you mean, Captain Squid. I didn't know Aku Aku had a name until later on. Oh, wow. I thought I pressed the button, but then I didn't and realized what happened too late. Rip. There we go. Really? Really? Really, video game? Yo, thanks, Calm Black, man. I appreciate it. Yes, if you type !Discord in chat, King, you'll get an invite link to my personal Discord server. Yo, I didn't even fall there. See you later. Well, the first time I did, but the second time was just I got stabbed basically. What's happening, Kirby? How you doing? But yeah, that time was very weird. All right, that was also very weird. Don't know what's going on here. Really don't know what's going on here. The atmosphere is very thick in these levels, but it looks really cool. Like the lighting changes and the way the levels create that really thick atmosphere is really cool. Is this just Warped Insane Trilogy or all three? I just finished my any % trilogy run, and I did beat my own record. Right now, this is just a Crash Warped run. How's it going, by the way? And what's up, Travis Daly? How are you as well? It would basically be a requirement every time you would die in that case. There you go. Thick. The atmosphere is thick. Exactly. Oh no, those cartoons, Side Beast. I remember those too. What's happening, Marin Ball? No, I typically do my any % full trilogy runs, starting off with Crash 1 and then just going through the levels in order. Typically go through the levels in order, but right now I'm doing single game runs, and I'm doing Crash 3 currently. How's it going, by the way? And what's happening, Burhawk? How you doing? Come back right in time for some Warped. It's like nothing ever changed. They never actually finished Sonic Underground. Hopefully it didn't leave you on a cliffhanger. That's all I can ask for at that point. What's happening, Emmy? I'm not surprised that Insane Trilogy's gravity is heavier. It does look like you fall pretty fast in these games. It does look like you fall pretty fast. Yeah, CTR also has very good-looking levels, and I'd be very curious to see how it would work for a CTR remaster. You know, like what would the levels look like? That guy swings really fast. Holy crap. You also have to exit the level from the front of the portal. If you chill there in the back, it won't actually trigger. Oh, I see. So I guess people could connect the dots and figure out how it ended then. At least there's that. Hog Ride. Hog Ride, then Midnight Run, then Dingo Dial. Then we move on. I got the level order wrong last time, so I wanted to make sure that we were okay this time. A lot of single screen arcade games and old school NES games were creative and surreal. That's true. You know, I feel like when you limit yourself, like when you make a more linear game, you can actually still make it really beautiful. And you would think that overall it would just be strictly worse to do it otherwise. Oh, Tiger Arena? Oh yeah, Tiger Arena could be really, really pretty. As could Sewer Speedway, for that matter. Like, Sewer Speedway could look gorgeous, I think. Nope. That's not gonna work. What's happening, Malls and Joker? Make the race levels bigger and better with new ones. The track size I thought was fine for the most part in CTR. I don't know if necessarily if they need to make the tracks any wider. Yo, life is good, by the way, Malls. Life is very good indeed. How are you doing? Do you think including sliding and crash moment break the game? It might break. It might break the game. Like, I could see slides and glitch high jumps and stuff being, like, very degenerate within the game. I don't think it would be bad, necessarily, but it would be very different. I think it would be very different. But yeah, life is definitely good, Joker. Hope you're doing well today. Best thing about Orbed is the background. It does look pretty. It does look pretty. Oh, I totally forgot to switch earlier. That's fine. That's still faster than making the game do it for you. But yeah, I think it's totally fine to leave them the way it is. Crash 1 was designed without the slide. I think giving it the slide would then make it just really awkward. But yeah, there's definitely a lot that could be done with linear games. Like, you can definitely pay more attention to detail, just in general. Ooh, that didn't work. I don't know, Cybeast. I don't know if they would do Crash games on the 3DS. I mean, I know they had the Boom Bang on the DS, but I feel like that's an anomaly of having a Crash game on a Nintendo console. Well, I guess there's the GBA games, but at the time, the PSP, I don't think existed for something. I don't know. My PS4 is a PS4 Pro? Nope. Nope, mine is a regular PS4. Mine is a regular old PS4. Just notice how the PS4 Pro loads faster. That seems kind of weird to me. Unless it was like a faster hard drive or something. But, interesting. Very interesting. Oh yeah, I'm definitely aware of that, Marin Ball. It's a balance. You want to make sure you get the boxes that are conveniently in your way, but you don't want to go out of your way for boxes because then you end up just losing time in general. Boom Bang was not great. Boom Bang was not a great game, but it loads faster according to the leaderboard times. Maybe a little bit. I did notice there were some small variants between load times when I was looking at the leaderboard the other day, but I mean, without loads, The leaderboard's without load, so it's not a huge deal. No cuddle skips at this point, Gohan. There might be more. There might be more later. Yeah, exactly, Bill. And that, I think that's why they wanted to do loadless, and that totally makes sense. Wrath was good. It wasn't like a superstar game. It wasn't a superstar game like the original trilogy was, but it was a good. I think it was fun. There we go. We didn't die on Dingo Dial this time, which is actually awesome. Because I think all of my trilogy runs have had one death or something on Dingo Dial. There we go. It's like one death on Dingo Dial or something. I don't know. The first 3 games got remastered. Oh, Captain Squid. Captain Squid in with the fake news. Specifically for SSDs? Yeah, it was probably not with the PS4 Pro in mind, but, you know, something like that, where you just have runs that are minutes apart for no reason. You know, like runs that are minutes apart for no reason is definitely why you go loadless. Same thing with Xbox 360 versus PlayStation 2 in Wrath of Cortex, and the leaderboards for that game are loadless as well. Yo, what's happening, Elford? Thanks for the good luck, by the way. How you doing? No, it appears in a different spot in the Insane Trilogy. It's kind of weird. Oh, the ball levels like bamboozled and so on in Wrath of Cortex. That was the best vehicle by far. Like that was a really good, really fun vehicle to have. Oh geez. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to go for the fast cycle here. I'm having a hard time getting it consistently, which is one of the reasons why I'm not gonna go for it at this point. Yeah, I definitely did not expect the PS4 Pro to be faster either. At least not in loads. Maybe it would be a little bit faster with like lag or something, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I think it's actually a little bit easier to just go side to side here. The Atlas levels were less fun on the GBA. Which levels are you referring to? Do I know about the Reddit Easter egg in this game? Nope. What is it? Oh no! Oh, there's a big siren. There's a big siren. I'm just gonna take a nice little stroll here. No! The freaking pufferfish! The freaking pufferfish, man. Coco browses Reddit when idle. Yo, she's one of us. She is one of us. That's awesome. That is great. Alright, there we go. So, unfortunately not a deathless, under pressure, but that's okay. That is okay. It seems like they're faster at this point, Ramatron. I'm glad you're doing well, though, Alfred. I definitely cannot complain myself. Life is pretty good. Life is pretty good, I must say. Let's do doubleheader into Dynamite into High Time. I think that's what we should do. He does after dealing with the pufferfish, for sure. Fetacrash, thank you for the host, by the way. I appreciate it. I don't know, actually. See you later. I've never used a PS4 Pro, so I can't really say. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Nailed it. Who needs to jump over pits anyway? Who needs to jump over pits? Yo, what's happening, Creeper Chaos? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, yeah, I was a little bit close to that nitro. There we go. That was a pretty good doubleheader. Weren't the Giants holding clubs in the original? Yes, and now they're holding turkey legs. Why? I have no idea, but I'll let them have them. I'll definitely let them have them. If it's cut wrong, the glands leak into the food. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I'm already allergic to most fish, so I probably will be staying away from that, but I can understand the thrill of eating that puffer fish, knowing that, like, if it goes wrong, like, it could kill you. Like, I could definitely see, like, people getting off on that excitement. So. They get hungry and need to switch to turkey. Here's the problem with turkey, though. Tryptophan. If they're supposed to be Cortex's guardians, I don't think they'll be doing themselves much service of eating something that will put them to sleep. I don't know if turkey's the best option. Chicken is probably better. I don't know. I actually have no clue. I have no clue why they might have done that, Creeper. I have no clue why I just got hit twice there. That's really weird. That is very weird. But yeah, I think I got hit by the imposter. Like, my spin barely ran out, and then like, my spin barely ran out or something, and then I ended up hitting the lava barely, because you got to be really careful about where you end up jumping in relation to the lava pits, because you will touch the lava much more easily. Like, you can kind of skirt the line in the OG trilogy and have it be fine, but right there is definitely not a good. Right there is definitely a high risk. Unfortunately, right there, I just got owned by a nitro. Nitros are very jumpy in the Insane trilogy, and sometimes they just grab you. And that's what happened just there. Nitros are basically RNG now. But it's so slow to do this, you know? Because you can't break multiple boxes at the same time when you're in the air like that anymore. Bouncing Nitro is such a nice addition. They actually, I mean, it's not really an addition. It was in the original games, but they definitely did not get in your way as much as they do now. They're not quite as they weren't quite as eager as they are now. Yeah, Nitros are super lively for some reason. You gotta watch out. That's all I'm saying. You just gotta watch out. They appear on the crate they were just below. I have not personally seen it so high. I've seen Nitros jumping in Crash 2 in particular that jumped like way higher than, you know, like multiple times their height, but I have not seen it yet in the Insane trilogy. Yeah, I think it happened less back then. Like, I think it happened less back then, Suplex Mon, so I think that's one of the reasons why, like, it may not stick out as much. Because when you run the OG trilogy, you don't really have a problem with the Nitros just, like, you know, throwing boxes in the air as often. It does happen, but it doesn't happen as often. In this game, it happens, I think, more frequently. Either that or it just ends up hurting you more often. I'm not entirely sure at this point. Oh, I believe it happened. I definitely believe it happened, Side Beast. I just haven't really seen it myself. No! I really should have just double jumped. It was basically free to double jump there. That's okay. I think if I had double jumped there, I would have been fine, but I wanted to see if I could make it, and I can't. Nice. If I got him burnt again, that would stink. That would stink to the high heavens. Yeah, definitely go for it, side Bs. Not really sure why I wasn't allowed to slide there, but alright. Okay. Yeah, spinning scorpions is still impossible in the Insane Trilogy. I thought I pressed square in time, but I suppose not. Alright, sounds good, Ramatron. Take it easy, buddy. Definitely catch you later and get home safe. Yeah, that momentum. That's a really weird quirk of High Time is, like, when you get momentum, you can actually get momentum from bouncing off of that carpet there, and you just keep it. Like, you're basically just stuck floating, essentially. Gross! Yo! Crash just went like, well, I got hit. I'm just gonna cause a disturbance. And then he just blew up all those TNTs as well. Yo, nice. Nice Fireblade. Congratulations, man. I'd eat a cook one, not a live one, though. I wouldn't eat a live one. That's just, that is a recipe for disaster. It is really convenient to see the splits over the screen. Thank you. I definitely agree, too. That's one of the nice things about being able to chroma key splits is that it does make it look really, really nice. It does make it look really, really nice and like unintrusive, you know, in times like this. Eating a live cricket tasted like old cheese. I guess that's not as bad as it could have been, now that you think about it. I believe it. I definitely believe it. See you later, especially with a lot more, you know, as cuisine opens up and more, you know, different types of cuisine open up where bugs are more common to eat. I can definitely see more of that happening. Just got a PS4 Pro today. Nice. That is awesome. Do you already have the Insane Trilogy, or are you gonna be ordering that soon as well? Ooh, that was not good. It's okay. One of these days we'll be able to do Road Crash properly. Hashtag one day. Completed all 3 games on the basic PS4. Nice. That's awesome. I was about to ask, too, if this was your first PS4 or if you've already had one and been working on it. That's cool. I kind of wish I could have a PS4 Pro, but I don't really need it, you know? Like, it's not really like a necessity. Also, that guy is a total dick. That guy's a total dick right there. That's the type of guy who cuts you off on the highway and not think twice about it. He would definitely not think twice about it. Ooh. There we go. Attaboy. What do I think about Insane Trilogy on PC video scams? I don't really know what's going on there, but I don't think people should misinform each other, especially on a PC release of a very, very highly successful game that is, right as of now, exclusive on PS4. Definitely do not like it. And hopefully it ends. Have to start a new game for the hidden trophy. I don't think I did not get all of the trophies, but I'm normally not a huge like trophy guy. Like I don't usually grind for them. Not necessarily side beasts. There are some that are a reason that you can reason with, but that guy, he's not reasoning anything. He's a straight thug. Had your PS4 for over a year, but wanted an upgrade. The loading screens are a bit shorter. Yes, I believe that's true. I've just learned today. Yeah, I really don't think anybody should expect anything as far as a PC version of the Insane Trilogy until something comes from Activision or Vicarious Visions. Everything else should not be considered reliable at this point. Oh yeah, that trophy. I remember that one. I do remember that trophy. Wouldn't want to make the boss upset though. Oh yeah, the trophies are definitely a thing, and I don't think they're a bad thing. I definitely don't think trophies are a bad thing. I'm just not super into it myself. That guy's a total dick. You've entered at a great time, Biggie Cheese. What's going on, man? Trailers for this game were 60 FPS. Really? Really just recorded in 60 FPS and the game was in 30. Because that'll be different too. How is Entropy involved in fighting against Crash? Entropy is supposed to be Uka Uka's like right-hand man, I think, according to the intro video. But I'm not entirely sure. I think that's how it's supposed to work. I think that is how it's supposed to work. You. Mad, Uka Uka? You feeling a little mad, buddy? Oh, man. Should release a version of Twin Sanity with all the cut content added? I mean, that we were talking about that earlier. Like, if there was going to be a PS2 era Crash game that would get remade, Twin Sanity probably would be it. I think Twin Sanity would be the one to do. But I don't know. I really don't know at this point if that's really gonna be a thing. What's up, Silent Storm? I would definitely say a CTR remake is more likely, and hopefully a CTR remake with online multiplayer. A CTR remake with online multiplayer, and Crash Bash with online multiplayer and co-op, for that matter, would just be amazing. I would definitely welcome either with open arms. And how's it going, by the way, Silent Storm? Yeah, I'm noping out of there, Fade Crash. That is not a conversation I want to be a part of. Oh, I thought I was going to make it through there. Rip! Rip-roni. That's okay, though. Yeah, I think Crash Bash kind of flies under the radar as far as remake potential, but a Crash Bash with fixed AI and a Crash Bash with fixed AI and online co-op and multiplayer, like Battle Royale, holy crap. That would just be an excellent idea. Yo, welcome back, Diamond. Crash 3 any percent. I wonder who else runs this category. I wonder who else runs this category and is named Diamond Air. But yeah, definitely gonna need some help in this category for sure. No idea how to best use Mock Tornado Spin or what's it called? Not Mock Tornado Spin and something. I don't remember what it was exactly. Oh, just like, I guess like routing in general. Like, I think I have a general idea of how to do it, but I don't know if I have the best one. What's happening, Wingo? How are you doing today? I personally don't like to hear about my viewer count just because it can be a little bit distracting. But regardless, I do appreciate all you guys being here. Really, like it's awesome that you guys could be anywhere you want on Twitch. But the fact that you're here, you know, really does mean a lot to me. But yeah, definitely been having a ton of fun with the Insane Trilogy lately, and it's been super great. Fixator? No. Oh, bye Blimps. I should probably just do this now because I don't have any masks. It is indeed Silent Storm. Am I getting any more used to the water levels? Yep. Definitely. Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill. All right. Let's go back here. There we go. Oh, really? That's so cool. Dude, it's a small world, Silent Storm. Very small world, man. I would bro fist you right now, but unfortunately I need both my hands currently. Wait, hang on. There you go. Bro fisted up. Wow, I'm almost dead. That's interesting. Usually you like never die in Bye Bye Blimps in the original game. Losing time to menuing. Am I not supposed to switch to inverted controls? Because I cannot do uninverted controls. For now, I'm going to switch it every time. Oh, it's all good, Wingo. It's all good. And I appreciate the hype, though. Like, the Insane Trilogy has definitely been a really hype game. And it's definitely been a really hype game. And I do appreciate you. I do appreciate the excitement, though. I'm definitely excited, too. Oh, I'm ready, Side Beast. I'm ready for your judgment. Just as fast at switching now? Yeah. If only they stayed inverted by default. I don't know, I just can't get used to it. I do the same thing with the jetpack controls in Crash 2. Definitely a learning curve. Definitely a learning curve with these games, Wingo. Especially if you are used to the OG game movement. It definitely was a big learning curve for me too. But once you get used to it, it's really fun. Like, you start to appreciate the games, you know, in their current state. If only your settings were saved in between games. I know. But unfortunately, the default is uninverted. Did she just illegally download the crystal? See, she died because you figured her out, Captain Squid. 105 world record? Yes, I believe so. Doing the math with and without loads. 105. Ironically, is the world record with loads for Crash 3 NE. By Diamond Air, actually, who's in chat right now. Am I gonna get the Crash 1 DLC? You're talking about Lost Treasures, right? The answer is definitely. Definitely gonna get that. What's up, Trax Leaf? I don't think so. I don't know if anybody's tried it. I haven't tried it, but I don't think so. That would be really funny if it did, though. Now that's a headline that will grab attention. Side Beast, you should definitely work for the news. Girlfriend is at work. She's gonna be at work most days that I stream. So she works a 9 to 5. So basically, most days when I stream, she's not gonna be around except on Sundays. Because on Sundays, she'll be off, of course. What's up, Ben Zerka? How much is a DLC? I think it's free. I think the Lost Treasures DLC is free, from what I understand. But even if it is like $5 or something, sure, I'll throw down. I'll throw down at that point. Over here. You've been discovered, Diamond. You've been discovered. Coco stealing Ukuka's Wi-Fi? Oh, that's why he's so mad. That's why he's so mad. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. Bandwidth is expensive. I've heard that it's free. Definitely do not just take my word for it, but I've heard that it's free. I'm not expecting it. I guess I'm not like I'm expecting it to have to pay some money, but you know, if it's free, yeah, why not? Definitely. No, not just Stormy Ascent, although that was named specifically. You know, other bonus levels, like other like beta levels and stuff that didn't make it into the game at this point are currently. Oops. Oh wow, what am I doing? Help! What's? Excuse me, Gone. Thank you for the bits, man. I do appreciate it. Some symbolic bits for the PB. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yo, what's up, Unashamed? And no worries, man. Hope you've been enjoying your lurking so far. Yeah, right now I'm just doing warped any % to make individual splits, and that is currently what I'm up to right now. I'm basically making individual splits because right now I only have splits from my Insane Trilogy, my full trilogy runs, and they don't. There we go. And they unfortunately do not. Oh wow. No idea what happened there. Unfortunately, it's really hard to keep track of your progress that way in individual games. So I'm basically making my splits, and you know, if they're my PB, they're my PB. If they're not, then that's okay, and I can always update it later. Yo, what's happening, Hana? How are you doing? What's up, Makito, as well? Slide spin is faster? Yes. Oh, wow. Wow. I gotta be really careful here. This is not going well. There's no laser death animation now? Yeah, I actually just noticed that. If you hit the laser, you end up just getting an angel there. Is dying faster? No. Oh, just not on Coco. Fair enough. Fair enough. Is it, if you game over, is it a reset? Not at this point. I think at least my run in my full trilogy 80% run actually did have one game over. I think it's to do slide spins, Wingo. I think you should do slide spins during your when you have third mass form, and that's what I do. Alright, as long as we don't just like spend forever in Tomb Raider, we'll be fine. That's what happened before. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this, Marines. Have I played any Animal Crossing games? I did when I was younger. Didn't really get into it. I guess like those type of games I just never really captured my attention for very long. I think they're cool and definitely like I definitely appreciate the concept of those games, but it's just not really my cup of tea. Don't know why I decided to do a tornado spin there. I don't really think that was smart, but that's okay. Gonna go get that life because I need it. I do need it. Yeah, the running shoes is definitely really cool, and I do wish that we could have that more often. What? I wonder like how I got stuck there. That's very weird. That's fine. There we go. Get a life, lose a life, you know? It's give and take, Psybeast. But yeah, the crash shoes are like really fun to mess around with, though. Alright, sounds good, Diamond. Thank you for the good luck, and I wish you good luck too, man. And I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out today. Physics in this game seem way different. Oh, they are. They are, Crush Your Pants. So what's up, man? How you doing? Not so much at this point. Like, I'm starting to get more in tune with the games from a speedrun perspective. I think in general, though, I feel like comfortable with... I feel pretty comfortable with the physics. But there's definitely some muscle memory that I need to build and some new strats I need to learn. So even though I've gotten used to them at a basic level, there's still like higher level stuff that is an adjustment for sure. KCGDQ. Chris's Crash Games done quick. We'll just have like an entire like morning block of me just doing speedruns at various skill levels. That's not vain at all, by the way. I'm just kidding. What's up, Devrick? How's it going, man? Oh, nope. So, break is over, back to the lurk. Fair enough, Unashamed. Take it easy, man. I'm sure you're supposed to jump on the boxes over the water areas to go faster. I don't actually know if that's still faster because the bounce mechanics are different and the roof is a lot lower. So like you can actually bonk off the top of the roof if you're not careful in Tomb Raider. Like you cannot hit that Gatling gun. It's just impossible until it's like basically until you're basically just like done. Until it's done shooting at you, then you can hit it. Oh, cool. Never mind. It's just a visual thing. It looks like you're not hitting it, but you actually are. That's cool. That is very cool. With fluctuating skill. Indeed. I feel like that's true for a lot of speedrunners, though. You definitely can't always have a good day. Can't always have a good day, and definitely not going to be good at everything equally. Alright, there we go. Like, you can't even see in front of you right here. Like, you can't even just see in front of this little spaceship thing. He's just, like... It's just completely blocking your view. But at least you know where you're shooting in that case. Like, you can still see where you're shooting, which is very, you know, which is at least... You at least have that consolation. Spamming triangle strikes back. I was a little bit late on canceling that. I definitely agree with you there. Oh, why do you have to manually pilot yourself into the exit portal? I don't get that. I just don't get it. Won't run with your Razor Raiju. R1 button would kill me. Is it like a, does it have a spike in it or something? First Crash 3 only any % run in Insane? Yes. Yes, that is true, Ganjed. I didn't port over any of my splits from the full trilogy because I currently don't have a way to extract them super quickly. So these are going to be my individual run splits. Now what do we do? Oh yeah, Flaming Passion. Oh yeah, rolls right off the tongue, Captain Squid. I'm gonna have you be my marketing agent. Keep coming up with names like that, man. What's happening, Princess Rescuer? Got the trilogy? Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying it too. It's been really fun to play. How's it going, by the way? Mechanical buttons are not speedrun friendly for platformers. I imagine it feels kind of weird. Okay, so that's where the pill-shaped hitbox comes into play. I just fall down and go boom. So I'm gonna intentionally game over here. Because I'd rather start this warp room with 4 lives instead of try to skirt the line with 0. Can call you Gonks? Sounds good to me, man. I like Gonks. Now that actually does roll right off the tongue. Playing it with your crystal controller? Wait, really? Can you like whisper me a picture of that controller? Because I'd love to see it. That sounds really cool. Nice game over abuse, boy. The game is really short in lives. It's not as bad as Crash 2 is. Crash 2 is really short on lives. And that game, it's like, it's very hard to knock game over. And like, even in 102% runs where you're going out of your way to get extra Wumpa Fruit and lives, you actually end up, I think Dust says he ends up on average with only like 20 some lives at the end of the game. And he doesn't die that much. So, it gets pretty crazy. Thank you. This I need to figure out a better way to do. What's up, Koskatron? How are you doing today? Dude, I can't complain. Life is very, very good, man. Cannot complain with a summer breeze and Insane Trilogy, man. How are you doing, by the way? Crash 2 has the Behaving trick. Well, it does, but it's not very useful for speedrunning because you're not gonna, like, sitting there and farming lives is definitely not very efficient. What's going on, T. August? Does this Crash have new levels? It does not. It has all of the original levels that were in the game, that were in the original PlayStation release. None of these games currently have extra levels in them, but there is rumors of a Lost Treasures DLC, which at least for Crash 1 will add some beta and unused levels into the mix. I don't think they will count for overall game completion, but that being said, it is something, you know. There is some potential like new content coming. New in the sense that it wasn't in the original games before. Oh yeah, Bill. So wrong. Just so wrong. Isn't the life count reduced in Insane? Not in Crash 1. In Crash 1, there's a lot of lives. In Crash 2, there seems to be a lot less, and it seems like they went out of their way to make less. In Crash 3, I have no clue. Question boxes don't contain lives anymore. If that's true, then yes. Then definitely. Doing well, back to work today after a week off. Well, hopefully you had an awesome week off, and hopefully the adjustment back to work has been totally fine. When was my first speedrun? When was summer of 2015, and my very first speedrun was Crash 1 any %. That was the OG Crash 1 any %. Oh yeah, there is the 100 life glitch, isn't there? What's happening, Jay Lay? Not being a spoiler, but you can't be the original Crash? Me? Or somebody else? Ah. There we go. We don't need third mass form here, but we basically need third mass form here. Your life's improving? That's awesome. Dude, that's what matters. That's what matters. Just keep moving on up. Keep moving on up and doing you. Whoa. I love the little chanting in the invincibility music. I don't know what it is about it. It just sounds awesome. Yeah, I don't think a boxless run could happen, Yang. I really don't think it can. But, because I think even in Crash 1, like, you end up just getting brick-walled by boxes in certain levels. What's happening, Foxty? How are you doing today? Maybe there's extra % then, /Arbiter. Maybe there will be like a 104% or something with gems and relics. Or you could be able to get the gems and relics, but it just won't really add to your completion percentage. Maybe it's separate. Maybe you have like a separate percentage for lost treasures. Like, imagine this. Imagine there's a collection of beta levels and unused levels in the Crash Bandicoot games. They have their own completion percentage. So you could do lost treasures any % and 100% runs. How cool is that? Assuming there's enough levels in there, like how cool is that to be able to do lost treasures runs? Brought that over from Skylanders, which works so well. Which one? I feel very confused. Something a lot of people used to compete with friends back in the 90s of who could beat RE1 and FF7. Those are both games I enjoy too, so that's awesome. And yeah, I've always, like, with Crash 2, I remember I used to, like, when I first beat the game 100%, I used to try to keep beating my time beforehand. Like, I didn't do any speedrunning strats, but I just wanted to see how quickly I could beat the game 100%. And didn't even realize that speedrunning was a thing until, like, 2014. Yeah, I think it was one of the box walls in Native Fortress, because you can't technically 3D jump around them. So you basically have to break a box. Like, and that's, like, pretty early into the game. Wow, okay. Apparently I was allowed to survive there. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Alright, that works. Say in a 102% run, what's the 2% for? I believe it's the secret levels, Bihoko. I believe it's the relics for the secret levels, because there are 2 secret levels in Crash 1, and there are 2 secret levels in Crash 2. So I believe that's what the extra percentage is for. The game is letting me pass this time. I'll allow it. Dude, I'll definitely allow it. What's happening, C-Con? How are you doing? I don't know if somebody already asked you, what was your first speedrun? When did you start speedrunning? That sounds like a question I just answered. But it was summer 2015, and it was Crash Bandicoot any percent. And yo, Chris JD, thanks for the host, man. I do appreciate it, man. And welcome everybody coming in from Chris JD's stream. I hope you guys are doing awesome today, and that you've had a good time so far. Crash. In other news, Aku Aku has something to say to me. And yo, what's up? Thanks for the good luck. How was your stream, by the way, Chris JD? Haven't 100%ed warped yet, and I only got 1 gem in the secret level and still got the trophy. Don't ask questions. That's all I'm gonna say, Koskatron. Just keep the trophy. The game thought you deserved it somehow. Aku gives Crash a stern talking to. I mean, Aku kind of is a father figure, though. So I guess that makes sense. You need to get out of here. There we go. Yo, what's happening, Mr. Terry Bull? Have I ever played Stormy Ascent? Actually, I have not. I have not actually gotten to try Stormy Ascent at this point. Probably because you died so much, it's just like, alright, well, unlike a pity mask, we'll just give you a pity trophy. That would be crazy. I would like to try Stormy Ascent, though, and I definitely hope that Lost Treasures is a confirmed thing, so that way I can... actually give it a good show. Did I change the controls back? What's up, Boss Detour? And no, the controls I basically leave alone. The only thing I change in the controls is I invert plane controls. And that's about it. Whoa! Someone translate me the word. Which one? Which one, Rhinestones? Fatal Fail, is there any major difference in the remastered original speed-wise? Yes. In a word, yes. The physics are very different. Overall movement tech is pretty different. The not all of the same glitches that we had in the previous game are possible. Not all of them are possible, but there are some new glitches that have come too. So there's a lot that's changed, in short. And what's happening, Matolo Mule and Ginkgo? How are you guys doing? First game broke your spirit. Crash 1's hard. Crash 1 is what got the Dark Souls comments coming. My opinion on Skylanders, Crash? Don't know, never saw it myself. I've heard stories, but I never actually saw it. Oh, why did I switch? There we go. Oh, though. Though just means though. Like T-H-O-U-G-H. Though is just a shorthand at this point. Just had ice cream for dinner because it was hot outside. I actually need to go get some ice cream too. I totally forgot. I totally forgot about getting ice cream yesterday when I was at the store. Though I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't get it. But I really want it. What's happening, Winter? Indeed, we are still going. About to finish this here Crash 3 run. And it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty decent. Makes it look like Crash is enjoying his bits. Dude, who doesn't enjoy them, though? Can you get back here? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's just flying directly away from me. Who does he think he is? There we go. There we go. Alright, now we're like really far away from the last plane. This is weird. Oh, it's all good, Winter. This run has been pretty alright. Definitely not perfect, but it's been pretty solid. And the main objective here is to set a time for this category and basically just have individual splits. Because right now I don't actually have individual game splits for this game. Neither for Crash 2, by the way. I might just want to do that. I might just want to do a Crash 2 run after this too to make splits for that game as well, so I just have them. Like some sugar with your bits. We could market that as a cereal. We could totally market that as a cereal. Cortex wants to get all the bits in the world and Crash needs to stop him. I could see how that would be motivating. Exactly, Yank Fox. You gotta tell it like it is to those mad bombers. I know, I really, really want ice cream to make a Mario. I really do. Time crystals have been broken down into bits? I guess it could. You could break down a time crystal into like a bunch of different like 100 bits, you know? You definitely could. You totally could. Oh. Okay, so yeah, the bombs are like nowhere near me right now, which is cool. But you gotta be really careful with the bombs. I almost lost world record attempt in my full trilogy 90% run to this boss battle. He has to collect 500 crystal bits for them to get her in his full form? Exactly. There you go. What was that supposed to be called, Captain Squid? I don't actually remember. Kappa Flakes? Kibbles and Bits? It's gotta be Kibbles and Bits, guys. I'm sorry. The pun is strong with that one. Do, 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 do. Yo, this boss battle music rocks out, though. It really does. Yeah, kinda, Side Beast. Incoming splat. Dude, watch out. Last time I watched somebody get splatted, it was on Nickelodeon. It was on Nickelodeon at that point. Why do you spit it out over there? That's lame. Okay, 114.24 with loads. 114.24 with loads.
This is not fair. Maybe I should retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a woman with nice